What's up, nerds? Today we are going to be doing the New York death metal tier list. So, we're doing pure death metal, minus Mortician, because I think they're more death metal than grindcore. However, we're not doing Brutal Truth, Cannabis, Animals Killing People, fucking Stabbed, too grindy. Also forgot Contrarian and coronary thrombosis. So, I put them at the end, so stay tuned for them. So without further ado, let's start. So we have three main tiers, because I'm stupid and can't read. We have three main tiers of bands. So we have the GOATs of New York death metal. We have the absolute best of the best, the timeless classics, the most influential, the best sounding. We have good bands, they're great bands to listen to. Nothing really crazy like the GOATs. And then we have not bad. Like, it's listenable, it's enjoyable, but it's like, I think other bands are better to listen to. So, starting off first with Afterbirth. GOAT! Afterbirth, timeless. Fucking guttural vocals, kind of the start to that. Real froggy type shit. Fucking one demo and a sound rehearsal made them a legend. Then they made fucking 2 other killer albums. Great band. Cannibal Corpse, I'ma say good band. In the 90s, incredible. They had some weird shit in the middle phases. I think it's just a good band. Fight me. Hey, it's my opinion. Next we have Theatis. I don't know how you say that. Newer band. I listened to it before I made this video. I think it's a good band. I don't think it's a GOAT yet, but I think it's a good band for New York. Cerebral Hemorrhage. GOATed! You already know. Fucking one-hit wonder. One and done album, but you know what? It's a damn good one. Fucking jazzy, raw as fuck. Fucking the motherfucker in the album going, I don't give a fuck. Fucking good shit. This one's very controversial with Pyrexia. I think it's a good band. I think right behind Cannibal Corpse, in front of Theatis. The problem with Pyrexia is they made a fucking amazing debut, and they made a good, like, groove metal EP afterwards. And then after that, they made the hardcore full length. And then after that, they had, like, this weird deathcore stage. And then the last album that they made is pretty fucking good. So, I mean, if it was the first set of stuff and the last thing they did, it'd be a GOAT. But I think that weird little experimental stage where they were still trying to find themselves after Sermon puts them in good bands. But I fucking love Pyrexia. Chris, a homie. Exsanguinated. Will's band. That's going in good bands. I listen to it. It's fucking heavy. It's just heavy. Next we have Disgorged. Not Disgorged, from California. Or Mexico. That's probably behind Pyrexia. It's fucking heavy as well. It really is. Disfigured. I'ma say, first on not bad, but like, I think that Disfigured was probably one of the worst, or not worst, but like the weakest 90s brutal death metal bands in general. I feel like they were just always behind Internal Bleeding and Repudiation, and they never really found themselves. They tried to be a little like Scatter Remnants, a little like Broken Hope at times, but I mean, I don't know. To me, out of everything else New York provided, there was better stuff. Banished. Fucking GOAT! I fucking love. They had one album, but you know what? It's fucking heavy for 1993. It's fucking heavy as fuck. It's so fucking good. They should have kept going. That was so fucking good. Malamore. That's a good fucking band. Good fucking band. Next we have Withered Earth. I think not bad, but like you know, the first was like a weird like gore guts obscura type of thing. They lost all their brutal death metal from Disgorged. And then after that, it's just so weird type stuff. It's like, what have you done, my boy? What have you done? Next, we have Malevolent Creation. I think it's just a good band. Same with if it. It's like the Cannibal Corpse Pyrexia thing, where it's like they have some killer stuff, like those first few albums, and then after that, it just gets really, really weird. Entorturement, good fucking band. I don't think they were as good as Repudiation, but it's still some killer fucking New York brutal death metal. It really fucking is. Burning Human, also a good band. Had one demo, went nowhere. It was fucking good as fuck though. Skinless. Y'all gonna grind me, but I think it's just a good band. Honestly, I think that those first two demos, I'm not just a fucking demo guy. I'm not just demos only and then the full lengths, like, nah, but I think that the skinless demos, especially the 95 one with fucking the Crispy Kids, it's just, I think it was just so much better than the debut. And then in high school, I was kind of in Trample the Week. I think that's like the most popular one, but then I don't know. I feel like they just have some weird stuff in between and after. I think it's just a good band. They were in that weird stage where like Dying Fetus and all these other bands were still higher and better than them at the time. And it was too much of that style. And then Foreshadowing, I don't know. It was just like brutal death metal to me. Suffocation, you already know. We can't have New York and death metal without Suffocation. Goated. Baphomet. I think that's a good band. I don't think it's better than Banished. I think it's a good band. It's fucking heavy. Especially for 1992. Demonic Sacrifice. I don't think this band is worth $600. I really don't. This CD is fucking expensive. I don't know why. It's so like raw and rigged. It's like jing 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 jing. I don't get the hype. I mean, it's a good band, but there's so much better stuff you could be listening to. Muckuput. I think that's how you say it. It's the same thing. There's so much better stuff you could be listening to. I think it's not bad. Like I think it should get the CD. It should be part of your collection. But I mean, how much you're gonna really listen to it on the daily? You know, it just sounds like worse Cognitive, and they came out like 10 years before Cognitive, and Cognitive is way more decent than them. Repudiation. You already know it's a fucking goat. Devourment stole their style. Devourment's just Texas Repudiation. If you go to, like... here's the thing. I live in Philadelphia, right? I went to New York to see Afterbirth and Mortician and Scatter Remnants. And motherfuckers were still talking about Repudiation like it was, like, a new fucking band. Repudiation is just so goated in New York. I mean, it really fucking is. They had a demo... a really bad compilation. Burning Dawn should be fucking ashamed because intro sounds like shit on that fucking thing. I have the actual 7-inch and it sounds so much fucking better. I don't know why you're re-releasing it in 2020 without a revamped version of the compilation with a better intro and a better decimation. But I mean, that demo and EP, fucking incredible. Morpheus Descends. I like this band. This is a good band. Their first album's really good. Their second EP's very fucking doomy and slammy and brutal. I fuck with it. Sickbay. I like this band. They're fucking some old heads, but you know what? They're fucking raw. They're fucking good. Biolich. That's a good band as well. It's Demolish Worship, but you know what? Fucking frog vocals. I fuck with it. This is becoming like a fucking Will Smith fucking tier list. I'm convinced. um, Immortal Suffering. This band is a goat. They had 2 demos and a split. Fucking really good material. They came back after like 20 fucking years. Released a banger with Asylum. It's a good fucking band. They're always fucking doing shows and always opening, always doing a bunch of crazy shit. They're keeping New York death metal alive, especially old shit. Deathrune. I think that this is a good band, actually. Say what you want about Kelly. His vocals are good on this fucking demo. I like Kelly's demo on Deathrune. A lot of people think I don't like his vocals on Sickening Erotic. I just don't like technical death metal. See, the problem with Deathrune, though, and, like, the same thing with, like, Malevolent Creation and Morpheus Descends, it's all still just, like, old-school death metal in New York when everyone's switching to brutal death metal and slam. Like, it's good, but there's just so much more brutal shit. But it's still, if you were one of, like, if you hated, like, rapping death metal and fucking brutal, fast, heavy shit, then you had, like, this little scene where it was, like, Deathrune and Morpheus. You know what I mean? Internal Bleeding. I think that belongs in the front. They are the fucking goats. I'm convinced that Internal Bleeding is, like, the absolute goat of Internal Bleeding, especially in the 90s. Even Driven to Conquer. I don't even fuck with Driven to Conquer. I just like fucking Falling Down and Rage and Driven to Conquer off that, really. But fucking Extinction of Malevolence, heavy as fuck. Frog vocals. Voracious Contempt. People be dancing to that motherfucker on TikTok. The demos. Classic fucking brutal death metal. Invented slam. Don't tell Demonacy, but they actually did. Shh. Dehumanized. I think this is also a fucking goat. Bands like Dying Fetus doing covers. Fucking Terminal Punishment is so much better than Prophecies Foretold, but even that's still fucking good. I mean, Dehumanized is probably the most simple band on this list. Jump, jump, jump. Jump, 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 jump. Jump, jump, jump. But it's so fucking goated. It's so fucking heavy. It's so fucking good. Artificial Brain. Say hello to Will Smith. That belongs in good bands. I think it's better than Malevolent Creation. I don't listen to it much, really at all, because I prefer brutal death metal. I'm not a big technical guy, but for the sake of the list, it's fucking cool. Necrotic Engorgement. I think that this band's cool. I thought at first listened to it was like kind of deathcore at spots, kind of just generic death metal, and then I listened to the solos. These motherfuckers got like modern 6 Feet Under solos. It's pretty fucking cool. There's like Mortal Decay guitar riffs. It's fucking cool. Malignancy. I think this band's a fucking goat. This band's cool. Fucking that debut album, and then even that one song. I don't even care if people call this band a one-hit wonder. That's a good fucking song. Fucking. I even like Ignorance is Bliss better than the fucking debut. But I mean, I like all the shit. I like the shitty fucking splits. The shitty ass sounding fucking raw sounding fucking revamped versions of songs. I just love Malignancy. Danny's a funny motherfucker. If you ever see Malignancy live, Danny's a funny motherfucker. Torturous Inception. This band's good. This band's brutal. I fuck with this band. Immolation. I don't think there's any fucking reason why they're not a goat. I think that Immolation is fucking good. See, y'all were gonna be like, y'all only posting the fucking brutal bands and goats. Nah, boy. Immolation too. Hereinafter. Great fucking album. Mortician. This belongs in number 2. Mortician's fucking heavy. They haven't had an album since 2004. It's fucking heavy. I like Mortician. 420. Members from, Repudiation. I like this band. It's fucking cool. The motherfucker raps. I think the band name's stupid as hell. I thought they should have done a different name, but It's fucking cool. Reeking Aura. This is definitely Will Smith's fucking tier list. I like this band. Y'all thought I was gonna hate it because it's not brutal. It's fucking cool. It has some cool fucking riffs. Yeah, I added contrary and coronary thrombosis. Cause I forgot to. I didn't even know contrary was a band, to be honest. And I added coronary because I'm adding bands, so fuck it. I think they're both good bands. Contrarian's cool as fuck. If you look at the list, they're behind some good fucking bands. I just don't fuck with dun 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 dun. I don't like prog, unless it's Rush. Coronary thrombosis. You need to give me some more meat on the bone. You know, you have a lot to live up for. You have both your other bands, Cerebral Hemorrhage and Immortal Suffering, are in goats. Coronary thrombosis. You need more than 2 songs. You need to give us some more meat on the bone. So for right now, you're in good bands. All right. I maybe I'll redo it when I see some. I need more meat. I can't base it off a 7-minute demo. But that is the list. Tell me what y'all think. Leave a comment too about what other kind of tier list you'd like me to do. I'd be happy to do it. Tell me in the comments how stupid I am for making this. And until next time.